Hello everyone, my name is undeadjinx and welcome to my very own indie games tier list. I have S tier, A tier, B, C, D, and then haven't played yet because I noticed that I hadn't made videos yet for some of the games that are on here. Also, I think there are like 150 games, so I low-key might go through some of these quickly. Also, it's been a while since I've played some of these, and some of these I just don't quite remember. Like Impetum? What is that game? I played it recently too, but I don't even remember. Dudes, is it not even on here? What the heck? Did I pass it? Oh, Huh? Wait, I'm so confused. Because I played this game, but I don't know what these images are from. I'm like literally so confused because this did not happen in the game when I played it. I did not get to go outside. Also, this didn't happen either. So, I don't know, maybe I just didn't play the full game somehow? I don't know, but I could have sworn I did. Anyways, I think it was pretty mid, so I'm gonna put it in C. Slide in the Woods, I think I also remember being kind of mid, just because there wasn't much to do, I think. Tech I thought was interesting, but the ending I don't think I was able to beat, if I'm correct. So I'm gonna put that in C, because actually I thought that was kind of annoying too. Pumpkin Pursuit, short, sweet, simple. I'm gonna put it in B. The Lancaster Leak Crisis at Call Center, I'm gonna have to put in C because I thought the story was interesting, however the controls were annoying as heck. Carcass I thought was pretty interesting, a little weird in some parts, but I thought overall I had fun. I think I had to like figure out which bodies were like good hosts or not, or something like that. This is Horror on Holiday Rails. This game actually, like, low-key is not that good, but I remember being super freaked out when it came out, or when I played it, and for the scares, I'm gonna put it in A. Fears to Fathom? Is that Norwood Hitchhike? I'm gonna put it in D, because why don't you have a pause screen? Jolly Bay? I actually really like Jolly Bay. So, you know, we're gonna go ahead and give it S. Unlikely! I had a lot of fun playing Unlikely, so that's gonna have to go in A. Kinda short, though. Night Donor, D. Things got weird. And the story, I don't know, it was kind of lacking. Gully Soda Pop, I actually thought was really good. But there were a few things that I didn't like about the game. Like, I want to say every time I died, everything just reset itself. So no matter how far I got in the game, I just had to, like, redo it. And I want to say I got pretty far. I definitely didn't beat the game, but I came close. And then at that point, I was just kind of like, whatever, I'm over it. Thirstiest time of the year, S tier. 100%, no questions asked. Security booth, very long. I actually played the director's cut. I think I have the director's cut on here. Very long, interesting game. I'm gonna have to give it A. Sprite Cranberry was supposed to be I think like a redone version of Thirstiest Time of the Year, but it was too difficult for me to play, so I gave up, and that's gonna have to go in D. Tornook 2, I believe, had multiple endings, and I had fun trying to figure those out. I'm gonna give it S tier. I also think this was a Christmas game. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a Christmas game. I enjoyed it. I had fun. Missing. I'm gonna have to give it A tier. I was a little confused towards the end with trying to figure out where the light switch was because I couldn't see it. But other than that, that was a pretty interesting puzzle. Little puzzle game to solve. Laundry Night was, I don't know, to me Laundry Night felt, I don't know if Tech or Laundry Night came first, but Laundry Night felt just like Tech or Tiki, but I don't know, not as good, in my opinion. So that's gonna go in D. Amanda the Adventurer, I'm gonna have to put in B because I think the concept is really neat, and while I did enjoy playing, I think there's just so much going on in the game that, like, my brain just can't, like, figure shit out. Ooh. I think this is Blood Painter Dating Sim. We're gonna have to go with S tier. Very creative, lots of endings. I had fun. Honestly, it's a visual novel game. I don't tend to like visual novels like that when they're, like, in, like, game format for games, but that one is so good. Highly recommend playing it. I'm not gonna lie, guys, don't hate me when I put Wheat Harvest Paradox in A tier, but I had so much fun. Maybe I am, like, autistic or something. I don't know. Because I feel like someone who's ADHD wouldn't necessarily have fun mowing wheat, but I had so much fun mowing this wheat. Probably because I play, like, Power Wash Simulator, and I love Power Wash Simulator. Is that also an indie game? I think it might be. If that game was here, it would go in S tier, 100%. Fairy, I thought was a little slow. I thought the story was interesting, but I think I would have preferred the story be given to us in game format more than like a regular like story that you have to read. Five Nights at Greg's. Shoot, I don't remember if I liked the first one or the second one more. I think I liked the second one more. Because in the first one you have to find all the onions, and I got frustrated because I couldn't get all of the onions, and I came close, a lot, but I could never find them all. My advent calendar, S tier. Oh, Don't Live Alone. I just played this game, and I thought it was kind of interesting, but the ending annoyed me. It was very, like, Fears to Fathom, where you hide and you have the little, like, mic thing. So if you make noise, you get caught. But the enemy is, like, hypersensitive to any noises you make, and I kept getting caught and I kept dying. And then also, the jump scare screen, so loud compared to the rest of the game. And my brain was just, I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Goodbye. Indigo Park, S tier. Loved it, had lots of fun, can't wait for chapter 2. Last Birthday was very simple, but I'm gonna give it bonus points and rank it as B, simply because of the fact that it's a birthday horror game, and there aren't too many of those out there. The Last Monday, I remember liking. It's been a while since I played. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it in B. I think I liked it more than I remember not liking it. There are a few parts of the puzzle that I wasn't too sure on, but I think overall I enjoyed it, and I do want to say I beat it. Room 202 we're actually gonna put in A, although I think the game itself is incredibly short and simple. I liked the twist at the end. Spoiler alert, at the beginning of the game, you're told not to go, I think, into this room by the front desk agent, and I think someone's like banging on the door too, so it's like kind of sus, but you're like whatever, and you go to your room anyways. But come to find out, that's actually you trying to escape. So I thought that was really cool. This is Poe, but it's like not good Poe, bad Poe. Actually, I'm gonna put it in B. Well, I thought the concept was really interesting, mechanics wise. There were some things that were kind of like annoying, like mechanics and controls. And I think at the end of the game, or towards the end of the game, I literally, like, no-clipped out of the game. Like, I just fell through the game. And I was like, yeah, I'm not starting this all the way from the beginning again. Peter's house, I'm gonna put in C. I don't remember much about Peter's house. I feel bad, but I really don't. And that might just be enough to justify putting it in the C category. Madvent Calendar 2, of course, S tier. Honestly, I'm gonna put all of the Madvent calendars in S tier because I think it is such a fantastic concept. An advent calendar for games? Frickin' genius. I don't remember enjoying Fear of the Moon all that much, so I'm gonna put it in D. No strings attached. While I do enjoy... Okay, I guess I'll give it a C then, because there are other games that this dev has made that I would probably rank lower. I liked the puzzles, but sometimes the characters just seem a little offensive, and I don't know if they're intentional, or if they just don't know, or if it's meant to be funny. But it makes me feel a little uncomfy. Mortuary Assistant, S. Moth House, S. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this game so much. Just go around collecting moths, I think. I had lots of fun. I remember loving it. The Building 71 incident, I'm gonna have to put it in B, because while I do love a good VHS horror where you kind of just walk through the game, kind of like a haunted house, I don't remember much going on with the story or the plot. I think I remember being a little confused, and I know there are notes that you can read and stuff to learn more about what happened, but I don't know, I'm not in the mood to read stuff in video games, especially if it's a lot of information. So, sorry. B it is. Ignited Entry. Oh my gosh, another game that I think is absolutely phenomenal. You should play it. Oh my gosh, I just realized I have Room 202 on here twice! That's an accident, but I'm gonna go ahead and just stick it with that one. Madvent Calendar 3, S tier. Oh my gosh, I just played Mince Hints, and I'm so on the fence. I don't know if I want to put it in A or B, because I love, like, children's TV gone scary, gone horrifying, but also this kind of thing, especially with mascot horror lately, has been kind of overused. But I did have fun playing. But also, the ending chase sequence really annoyed me. I got through it though, which should be notable, I guess, compared to other games, because I've given up on some in both Puppy Playtime and Garden of Banban. Fervent, I think I remember the story being pretty simple, but not bad, so I'm gonna put it in C. Ah, yes, it's the Man from the Window series that I would rank lower than C. There's another one in here too. Yep, there's that one. Honestly, I don't know. I think I liked 1 more than 2, but still, like, the characters seem kind of offensive, and I wasn't vibing with the puzzles as much in those as I was in No Strings Attached. Kiosk? I really liked Kiosk. Which, fuck, we're gonna put it in S tier. Wait, no, because if I put Kiosk in S tier, I have to move Wheat Harvest Paradox into S tier. So we're gonna move Kiosk into A tier. It satisfied that part of my brain that was like, let's run a sandwich shop / hot dog shop. And there were also some really good jump scares in there. Five Nights at Shrek's Hotel 2, A tier, because I had a lot more fun with this game than the first one. Oh my gosh, Stall. It's been so long since I've played Stall. I'm gonna put it in B because I remember there being a lot for us to do, but it wasn't overly difficult or complicated, and there was a really solid jump scare at the end, so I'm gonna put it there. Melissa, I'm gonna have to put in D. While I think the story itself is pretty interesting, I just hate having to be the one who always reads everything. And Melissa's definitely one of those games that I think I would have enjoyed more if I wasn't making it for content. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to put it in D. However, I will rate Morris a little bit higher than that. I'll put Morris in C because it expanded upon the story, which was nice, but it was like the same. You just have to read and read and read. Virtual Open House? I actually really fuck with this game. I really had fun playing. Is this the first Fierce to Fathom game? I'll rate it at C because I think I had more fun playing it than I did Norwood Hitchhike. I don't even think I finished Norwood Hitchhike, to be honest. But I did finish Carson House. And it was the first time I had played any game that was like Fierce to Fathom, so I'll give it C. Passerby, if this is the Alien game, I really liked this one. I liked the game, I liked the endings. So I'm gonna put it in A. Rinse and Repeat, I'm gonna put it in C. Very short, very simple, but also not much going on there. Where's Remote Site? I literally just saw it. I was so ready to talk about it. Oh, there it is. Remote Site, we're gonna put in B. I thought the story was interesting, but low-key, I wanted to be the one to kill that guy at the end. That would have been cool. That would have been cool if that would have been like one of the options. Happy's Humble Burger Barn / Farm. I'm gonna put in A. I enjoyed playing, but I really do like the story and where everything's going. But I've played Happy's Humble Burger Farm, and I haven't had the chance. Actually, no. I played Happy's Humble Burger Barn. Wait, no. I completed Burger Barn, started Burger Farm, but didn't finish Burger Farm. So for that reason, I'm putting it in A because it's kind of incomplete. I don't even know if I have the other one up here. I don't know. Close Your Eyes, S tier. Close Your Eyes is one of those games that's kind of like Ignited Entry. Kind of long, but really fucking good, and you should play it. How to Build a Snowman, S tier. I really liked playing that game. Same with Super Chillers. The chat room, I think. I don't know why, but I don't think too many people like this game on itch.io, but I really like it. I love the art, and I love that it feels like I'm in, like, I don't know, like a 80s horror film or 90s horror film, maybe? I don't know. That's Not My Neighbor. We're gonna put it in A tier. I think it's a really neat game, but so far there's only been updates that kind of changed the characters within the game, which is cool. But I guess in terms of replayability, forget everything I said. I'm gonna put it in S tier because it is fun to try and get all the achievements. Shadows of Timidity, I vaguely remember liking, but there was something about it that I didn't quite vibe with. I don't remember. I'm gonna put it in B. Please Don't Litter, I'm also gonna put in B. I remembered I enjoyed it, but I was a little confused at the end. Gosh, I have Tech up here twice too. Clap Clap, I'm gonna put in A. I think it's a really neat concept, but I just wasn't in the mood to try and finish it. Kind of annoyed me. Sorry. The Torture House, I really like The Torture House. I'm gonna put that in A. April 24th, another one of those VHS horror games. And while I think it doesn't have anywhere near as much story as the Building 71 incident, I think there's just a shit ton of scary shit that happens, and that's kind of what I like about it. Feet in the Snow. I remember really liking this game. I don't remember why, though. So we're gonna put it in A. Out of Control, I'm gonna put in D. I don't remember anything super memorable about it. Incident at Grove Lake, I also remember not really liking this game too much, but also it could just be because it's kind of like aliens are involved in it, and I'm actually not that big of a fan of like aliens and space horror, really. That's just me being biased. I haven't played Unwrapping Christmas in about a year, but I remember liking it, I think. We're gonna put in A. Don't Open Your Eyes, we're gonna put in C. I remember it being just so long, and it took me forever to try and get all the endings, and I actually filmed a video for it, but you guys haven't seen it yet because it took me so long to beat and try to find like every ending or possible outcome, and it's just so long. I don't want to edit it. Microbial sector, we're gonna put in A. I got 3 out of 6 endings, and I tried to get more, but I just couldn't figure it out, and I didn't really feel like restarting the whole entire game just to get the other endings. It's kind of similar like to Kiosk, where like you have a set task that you have to do, and that part I really like, but I didn't like having to redo it over and over again if I wanted to try and see like what other endings I could get. Especially since I got one of the same endings twice, and I tried to do different stuff both times. Oh, this is that Fears to Fathom with the cult. I honestly, we're gonna put it in D. I thought the story itself was interesting, but there were a lot of smaller tasks for you to do, and I wasn't vibing with that. Strange Toilet, if I remember correctly, was a interesting little game. And I'm gonna put it in B, because I think it was interesting, but also poop humor and poop horror is not my favorite type of horror. The shopping list I haven't played yet. I thought I was going to before I made this video, but I did not. Oh, wait a minute. This is Fears to Fathom Carson House. Oh, I don't remember the order of these games. Home Alone was the first one. Carson House, that's when we had to house sit, I think. Do I not have Woodbury Getaway on here? Oh no, I do. Carson House, I think I remember liking just about as much as the first one. And since Woodbury Getaway is here, I'm gonna put this one in B, actually. Well, there were a lot of things about this game that really pissed me off. I liked this story the most, so I will give it B. But I still think they should have pause screens, because why? Why wouldn't you have a pause screen? Hazing Night Shift, I think this was a demo. I'm gonna put it in D, because it felt incomplete. And I kind of liked where it was going. I liked the scares. I think you're a police officer and it's like VHS horror vibes. But I couldn't figure out what to do towards the end. And I don't know if it was just incomplete or if I was doing something wrong, but that wasn't a vibe. Monster DNA I thought was fun, so I'm gonna have to put it in B. But also I feel like there was a lot of stuff going on with Monster DNA that I just didn't understand, so I didn't bother doing anything with it. And I think the game would have been fine without all of those extra stuffs for you to do. Death Trips, S tier. Hilarious, 10 out of 10. No More Snow, shockingly, is a game I usually would not play. At least not for, like, content. It's kind of like Mario Brothers in a way, where there's, like, levels and stuff you have to go through and beat. But it is really fun, especially for a Christmas game. Also, correction! Passerby was that zombie apocalypse game, I think, if I'm correct. Which was a bit cliche, so I'm actually gonna move it down to B. Because it was like, oh, they're cannibals. The game that I was thinking of was Gimmick. And that's the one that I think should be A tier. Lamppost, I thought it was neat that it was about an SCP, but also I thought it was kind of simple, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. I don't remember much about Alone Again, but I don't think I didn't like it, so I'm gonna put it in C tier as well. 9 Child Street, I think I'm gonna put in D because I want to say this game felt, I think it's a demo too. Yeah, it's a demo, but I don't remember. There was something that just felt missing from it when I played. The Lancaster Leak Entity Exam. I think I remember having a solid time playing that game, so I'm gonna put in B. Mannequins. Loved Mannequins. S tier. My only wish is that it wouldn't crash my computer, because it almost did. I don't know why some of these games are up here multiple times. Madvent Calendar 4, the last of the Madvent Calendar series. S tier. Buckshot Roulette. I had a lot of fun playing. I'm gonna put it in A. Cursed Baby I thought was kind of interesting, but also, I don't know, there could have been more. The jump scare did get me though, so I'm gonna put it in C. Sleigh Bells, I remember this was a lot of fun, but also I think the ending was a little difficult for me, so I'm gonna put it in A. Roger Kills the Smiths, really funny, but also kind of sort of simple. There was something that I wanted, I think there's like a bonus mode, and I wished that for the bonus mode the characters would move around the house. So that one's gonna go in A. Mushi's Kitchen 3, I'm gonna have to put in C tier. I don't think I finished it. I think it was too difficult. Mushi's Kitchen 2 I liked a lot more than the first one, so we're gonna give that in a B. And if I can find Mushi's Kitchen 1, there it is. I think I would also put that in B tier. I thought they were fun slash funny at first, but they kind of just got to be too much. And I think the series of Mushi's Kitchen games are still going. Egg fried rice, I'm gonna put in B. I think the different endings were kind of fun to find. Zero visibility, oh my gosh, I really like this game. S tier. Late night mop, S tier. That game was a lot of fun. Well, because Late Night Mop reminds me it's like Wheat Harvest Paradox vibe, we're gonna put it in A. Mac Tonight, I had so much fun playing. We're gonna put it in S tier. It's very much kind of like Jolly Bay, in a way. Sinking Iron. I tried to play. I gave up. I didn't like it. I wasn't having a good time trying to figure out how to do that. The Dark Nun I'm also gonna put in D tier because I also think I tried playing that game, but I just couldn't figure out like what to do. Crawl we're gonna put in C tier. Well, I thought it was interesting. I didn't like the game mechanics at all. I think this is The Dog. I'm gonna put it in B tier because the story is a little simple, but there was a really awesome twist at the end. Actually, we'll give it A because I do love a good twist. Motel, short and sweet. I'm gonna put it in C. Not much was going on in that game. Mimic Search. I'm gonna put in C. I think it was interesting, but there was something about it that I don't remember what I didn't like about it. I think I thought driving around and investigating was kind of boring. Pumpkin Panic, honestly, I'm gonna put it in B. I'm a bit biased here. I think it should be rated higher. But coming from my own, like, personal perspective, I was not having fun with trying to survive. But I think it was an incredibly unique concept. And if I had the motivation to actually finish it, I probably would. Cubicle I thought was fun. I'm gonna put it in... B tier. It wasn't that scary. I think it was more fun and silly. Finding all the endings was fun, but again, just not that scary. Dark Doll, I'm also gonna put in B tier. I think it was interesting, but also not that scary. Also, I don't remember there being too much of a story to go there. Start Survey, I think is a classic. I'm just gonna put it in A tier. This was one of the first games I played on itch.io, so I gotta give it creds for opening up my world of gaming. Incoherence, I remember being creepy. We're gonna put it in B though. I think I just wish that the story was a bit more... I think it was a little bit unclear to me, if I'm remembering correctly. Terminal Terror, I think was really good, or no, it was kind of mid up until the end. I really liked the ending, but because of that, I'm gonna put it in C. Night Reception, I just finished playing this game. I'm gonna put it in C. Interesting concepts, but I don't know how you survive at the end. I have no clue. I mean, I know what you have to do, but like, I tried and I failed, so I didn't want to have to restart everything all over again. The Whitaker's Library, I thought the story was kind of interesting, but I was not having the best time playing this game. Wait a minute. I think Late Night Laundry was the game that was similar to Laundry Night. Or maybe it was similar to Tech. I don't remember. One of these games came before the other, and I don't know which one did. So whichever game came before the other, I would rate higher, but I don't remember which came first. Actually, let's just see. Laundry Night was published April 26th, 2024. I think this is the game that came first. And I think I liked this one more than the other game. Oh, it is called Late Laundry. Whoa, this one was published on the 31st of July. Oh no, this one came first. No way. Yo, wait, this guy did the Dunkening? Is the Dunkening even... The Dunkening was the game I was trying to figure out that I couldn't remember, and I was trying to put it on this list, but I kept forgetting it. The Dunkening is low-key so much fun. The ending is annoying, but it's low-key fun. I would put the Dunkening in spot A. There we go, I added it. I added the Dunkening. We're gonna put the Dunkening in A. It's just silly, and actually, well, it is kind of scary sometimes. But I hate to say it, like, low-key, I liked Laundry Night more than Late Laundry, so I'm gonna put Laundry Night in C tier, even though I thought it was basically a ripoff of Late Laundry, low-key. The Shadow over Route 80, kind of remember playing. I'm gonna put it in B. I think I liked it, but there was something I think I was confused about. This game I think is called Do Not Pet the Cat. I'm gonna put it in B. It's another visual novel, but I wasn't as invested in it, especially since I think there were like 64 different endings. I was like, no thanks, I'm okay. Perfect Spot, I'm gonna put in A. I think the gameplay was a little simple, but the overall story I thought was really interesting. And if I recall correctly, there were like 2 different endings, which I thought was cool. I don't know. Did I move one of them? I don't know. Be honest, I really enjoyed playing this game. We're gonna put it in A. It's another one of those quiz games or like survey games. Toilet Rooms, I actually thought was pretty good. There were some parts where I got confused, but I remember really liking the game. Assessment Examination, we're also gonna put in A tier. It's another one of those assessment examination survey games. Go to Bed, we're gonna put in D, because I remember it being kind of simple. Oh, here's Security Booth, the director's cut. We're gonna put it right next to Security Booth in A tier. Pyromaniac Demo. Don't be mad at me, guys, but I'm gonna put it in D tier. I was confused throughout a majority of the game on what to do and where to go. And then the ending scare wasn't that scary for me. Three-Headed Santa, we're gonna put in A tier. I thought it was a pretty solid horror Christmas game. Also kind of silly. Call to Summon? I'm gonna put in A tier. I think it was a really neat game, but not that scary. The Baby in Yellow, S tier. I love all the updates they're doing with the game too. Okay, like Monster DNA is also a game that's in here multiple times. Bad Parenting, really good game, S tier. Can't wait for the next chapters. Seven Nights Keeper is kind of like Wheat Harvest Paradox and Late Night Mop, where you have different like tasks and stuff to do. So for that, that's gonna go in A. Broken Through, I haven't played yet. I was gonna play it tonight. Also, the Shopping List and Broken Through, both by the same person who did Ignited Entry. And I was gonna play them both tonight, but I didn't realize they were like an hour long, so I just don't have the time. Okay, there's Your Liam, and I think this is Miranda or Your Miranda. One of them I enjoyed more than the other, but I don't remember. I think I liked this one more. I think Your Liam I didn't enjoy as much, but I did appreciate that it was a little bit shorter. But because I didn't like it as much, we're gonna put that one in B. And if this is, I think it's This Is Miranda is going in A tier. Oh, Routine. It was a little simple and not that scary, so we're gonna put it in C tier. Mirror Mirror left me with a lot of questions, but I did think it did have some scary or like eerie moments in the game. So we're gonna put that one in B. Ritual, I really liked Ritual. We're gonna put it in A tier. Actually, yeah, we're gonna put it in A tier. I enjoyed finding, I don't know, part of me feels like it should go in S tier. Fuck it, we're gonna put it in S tier. I liked figuring out all the different endings. And you could like customize your ritual using different candles and stuff. That was pretty cool. I thought I already did Dark Doll. The puzzles were okay, but it wasn't that scary. Oh, that's right, I put it in B tier. I actually kind of feel like it should be in C tier now that I'm thinking about it more. Silk Bulb Test, I think I remember being kind of freaked out about it. And it's another like test, quiz, survey game, so we're gonna put that in A tier. Make Sure It's Closed, I'm gonna put in D. It was really, that game took like 2 seconds. Well, not bad, I just think people generally like games to be a little longer than that. Root Man, I'm gonna put it in C. I want to say there were moments where I thought it was scary, but I don't know what was going on story-wise. I never know how to say this. Gratiarum. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I appreciate that it is a Thanksgiving horror game, but some parts I was just kind of confused and I was like, I don't know what to do. Oh, this is, I think, it's not movie night, it's something's movie night. Like Amanda's movie night, I think. Yeah, it's wholesome horror. I really like it. Elevated Dread, if this is the game where you're on the frickin' elevator and you had to go through each floor, S tier. A properly scary game. Truly. West Groove, I'm gonna put in A tier. I think I remember kind of liking where the story was going, but I thought what the characters, like the dialogue between the characters was kind of silly. Actually, I'm gonna move it down to B because I think there was another part of that game where I was kind of confused as to why that was even in the game. Eyeless Jack, based on a creepypasta, I'm gonna put in B tier. I don't think it was too incredibly scary, and it was relatively simple, but not bad. I am now realizing I'm missing a lot more games. For example, there's another Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie game that I played that's not on here. Oh well, you can't win them all. Nightmare on Steamboat. If this is the one where you had to go from room to room, we're gonna put it in B tier. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering other games now that like I just don't have on here because I guess I didn't. It's so many games, guys. There's like 150 games. 150 plus games in this list. It's hard to remember all the games, especially the names of the games. Within? Oh, Within! Within? I think had fantastic voice acting, but I don't remember too much about the story or where it was going, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. I also remember there was a part where you're like in a game while playing the game. That was pretty neat. It was like Maple County Police Exam or something. It's another one of those exam games, I think, or survey types, but I think I remember thinking that it was too overhyped for the time, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. Her Apartment, I'm also gonna put in B. Interesting story, just not that scary. Missing Hiker, I'm also gonna put in B, although I do feel the story from Missing Hiker, if I'm remembering correctly, kind of went on for a long time. Same with Insomnus Experiment, which I think I'm actually gonna put in A because it did have a really freaky atmosphere to it. Someone's Outside, we're gonna put in, I'm gonna say C. A little simple, but I do remember being kind of freaked out when I think Ronald McDonald entered my house. The other one has 2 endings. I'm gonna put it in C though because I was not really vibing with the game as I was playing with it. Barbatine, we're gonna put in D. The second I opened up the game, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. I don't like any of it. The Earl Street Massacre, I'm gonna put in C. I think there were moments where it was scary, but I remember wishing there was more. It was like, okay game. Neighbor Next Door, I want to say same thing, also C. Midnight Custody, I'm also gonna put in C because I genuinely don't remember anything from it. Although I think I remember being in a red room or something. I don't really remember. But yeah, guys, this is my tier list. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, have the whole thing on one screen. So I guess I'll just make a post with the whole image and leave it there if you guys want to refer to it. Also, if you guys want to make your own tier list using my tier list, I'll have a link to it in the description below. Also, if you guys want to rank these indie games yourself, I'll have a link to this tier list in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed, and please let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of these. Also, if you remember the titles of any of the games that I played that did not make it to this list, let me know, and I'll update the list, and maybe I'll do a short video talking about where I'd put them, or make a post or something. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye!